What's going on, Falcon fan? This is your boy Rakundo coming back at you with another video. Our Atlanta Falcons are currently in Miami getting ready for the joint practices with the Miami Dolphins. And yes, guys, they have a preseason game this week. We're all excited about it. I want you guys to make sure you check my live tomorrow when I talk about my expectations for the preseason game, what I'm going to be looking for. And we're going to recap, the joint practice, the first joint practice with the Miami Dolphins as well. That will be tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that live coming from the real Falcon fan, Rakundo. Today we're going to talk about Calais Campbell being activated off the non-football injury list. We'll talk about a couple of guys that they waived and signed as well. And then I'm in today just talking about Jake Mattews and his appreciation for being with the Atlanta Falcons for so long, being the mainstay since 2014, and how much we appreciate him being our left tackle for these Atlanta Falcons. So guys, with that being said, if you have not already, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell so you know when I drop another video. Please hit the like buttons. I know you guys like hearing I talk about. And please share my video throughout the YouTube universe so more people can come in and hear me talk about these Atlanta Falcons. So guys, the big news today, Calais Campbell has definitely back. He's back. He's been activated off the non-football injury list. He passed his physical, and he is currently in Miami with the rest of the team. It'd be interesting to see how much practice time he get this week. During the joint practices, we know he's ramping back up, but just him being back out on the field, his presence, his experience, fortifying that defensive front, which has already been really, really good this offseason during training camp. That's just really exciting news. Glad to see him back out there. I can't wait to see, what kind of dynamic he can bring to an already good defensive front with Mayada and Grady Jarrett. The pass rush come from outside, guy with 99 career sacks, definitely, looking for 100, and he actually said he's going to knock out the Dirty Bird when he get it, so can't wait to see that. So good to see, good to hear news about Calais Campbell back out on the practice field with these Atlanta Falcons. Of course, with that being said, the Atlanta Falcons had to waive Matthew Goto, a guy they just signed last week, coming in, activating Calais back off the non-football injury list. They had to free up a roster spot, so Goto, a guy that they just signed, has been waived. The Atlanta Falcons also signed offensive tackle Lakobe Tucker, a guy that went undrafted in 2020. Did try out for the XFL this past season, but a guy, in my opinion, probably just a camp body to come in. We know Matt Hennessy is still out, so a guy that can come in, and put some plays on film, not just for the Atlanta Falcons, but for all the other 29 teams as well. A guy that can come in and show what he has. So welcome to Atlanta, Lakobe Tucker. And of course, welcome back Calais Campbell. Guys, the biggest thing this week is go out, get 2 good practices, make sure clean, good competition between both teams. Like I said, tomorrow be on what I'm really looking for. Look what I'm really looking at and what I'm looking for this preseason game. And like I said, we'll recap tomorrow's practice as well. But guys, what I want to end on today, just talking about Jake Mattews and giving him a little appreciation for being the long tenure Atlanta Falcons for this organization right now. Guy who was drafted back in 2014, who's been through 3 coaches, now is with 3 different quarterbacks, protecting their blind side at left tackle. Yes, a guy that only has 1 Pro Bowl, but only missed 1 football game his entire career. A guy that has that bloodline, getting from his pops. A guy just steady, solid offensive tackle for in the NFL. Guy that you can definitely depend on. Guy doesn't give up a lot of sacks, doesn't give up a lot of pressures. Just a solid NFL tackle. And you think about the left tackle position, how prestigious that is in the NFL. The offensive line that usually gets the most money is that left tackle. Yeah, he's not one of one of the greats or anything like that. But for the Atlanta Falcon, he has been Mr. Steady, guy that when we think about our offensive line, we never really talk about when we talk about issues with that offensive line. We always mention the left guard position. We missed the right tackle position. Until Caleb McGarry started to come around last season. We talked about the center position after Alex Mack left, right? But we really never have really talked about that left tackle position, and that's because Mr. Dependable, Mr. Ironman, Mr. Jake Mattews is always there. Him and Grady Jarrett are the only two guys left on that 2016 Super Bowl team. And this regime decided to bring both of those guys back. The only two that's left. So he is a mainstay, a guy that definitely will be in the Atlanta Falcons ring of honor when he decides to retire. They drafted Matthew Bergeron this offseason, the guy who played left tackle in Syracuse. Could be, eventually a guy that's going to take Jake Matthews' place. But right now he's going to, rock beside Jake Matthews at that left guard position, learning from Mr. Ironman himself, Jake Matthews. So all I wanted to do today is just talk about the appreciation from Jake Matthews being here all these years. Just solid football player. And guys, definitely want your opinion on that. Like I said, most of the time we talk about offensive line, we don't worry about Jake Matthews. So that's some good things. Yes, he's not a guy that's gonna just be a Trent Williams or something like that. But a guy that's definitely deserving appreciation, especially from this Atlanta Falcon franchise. If you don't believe me, go ask a guy like Matt Ryan. He protected his blind side for 14 seasons, so that's awesome. Another guy that was Iron Man, Matt Ryan himself, never really missed a game. So those guys was ride and die together, left tackle, quarterback. But that's all I wanted to say. Appreciation to Mr. Jake Matthews, Iron Man, 144 consecutive starts since 2015. So guys, that's all I have today. Be on lookout for my live tomorrow, breaking down the Atlanta Falcons' first preseason game and my thoughts about what these guys need to be working on during that game. And we get look at some of these young guys. This is your boy Ricondo coming back at you with another video. Peace.